Alright, I really should be getting started on my 4th page for my keyword school stuff, but I just wanted to show you this is where we are on the 5th page. We finished it, so that might have been kind of a shock. You got to see scratching it on panel 1, scratching it on panel 2, and then done. I had a little extra time though, and I'm quite happy about how this page turned out. I think this is an impressive page. I think the dark areas work really well to focus you in towards this one area of contrast down here at the bottom. And anyways, yeah, tones really work well. Everything seems to be cool. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and do some breakdowns on page 6. You know, like I said, I have a really rough script, but I've already kind of broken off the script in certain ways. Showing the gladiator should have been something on, like, I don't know, page 3. It ended up being page 5. However, you know, I'm adding, I think, pretty good storytelling ideas here, so let's do with that. So I was thinking about doing I don't usually like to do this, but what I call a big head layout. And you would, every once in a while, you would see McFarlane do these, and it would be maybe a profile, but it'd be a face right here on it. That's the big head, right? Of course, these are alien guys. And then we would have our, because he's doing like a flashback panel type deal. And I think that might be a good idea. Maybe it doesn't have to be all the way big. Maybe we can do it like half the panel. Move it up even. There's an interesting thing about their eyes, which they have these really alien looking eyes. So if we're going to do a profile shot like that, we definitely have to emphasize that. Same thing with the nose. And you know, once again, these are roughs, so this will not be the thing that gets inked. So maybe we do this big head on the side, and here's the idea I had for the panels. Okay, here's the lines: we reveled in their prowess, their elegance as they danced. So we got to show the gladiators fighting in the arenas. And maybe we have the guy in the foreground. And we have our gladiator in the background blasting him. Just as an aside, let's go to our list of pages and let's drop this one to reference So we're going to share JPEG, export, save to save image, save it to our camera roll, and then when we bring up reference, here it is. Oh, it already had it in there. What I want is this picture here. So he's got this kind of grab arm right here, right? We're going to try and do like a three-dimensional. There we go. Okay, pretty cool. All right, that's line 1. I don't know if you can see it. Panel 1, right? Panel 2. Hang on. I'll scroll down to my little script here. We reveled in their prowess, their elegance as they danced in the arenas. More than spectacles, they were the first to question our decadence. And then we decadent Ecliptars blind to our own decay, right? We've got to change the size. Let's try and do it as a similar panel size. Over a pile of bodies. Maybe he's got his head back and he's just like roaring to the crowd. See the people are dead. But I think to make this really work, we're going to change the size of the character each time. So we're going to make him really small here. Up here. So there he is. And then what's the last one? The Whispered Rebellion. Organized the servitors and ignited a spark of defiance. Maybe I can do that as 2 panels. In 1 we have because the servitors all kind of in a row. And I just did sort of a similar panel to this. Maybe this guy should actually be still. You could do some kind of throne or something like that with the servitors on them. Appreciating the spectacle of the blood sports. That might be the way to go. Let's see if we can do that. I'm thinking like Spartacus, where we have these thrones behind a wall so they can watch the gladiators fight. Okay. That's the idea. I'm gonna have to do some refining on that. On this one, this is where we have our the gladiators organizing the servitors. What did it end with? I think obviously it ends with a horrified servitor being killed by one of their own gladiators. Maybe running him through with a spear. Oops. And then we have more of the servitors. Gathered around. And then we've told the whole tale, that they became decadent. They created this race of servants. They made them more intelligent and humanized them, or alienized them. I don't know what's the word. They eventually rebelled. And killed their former creators. And then we could have, the big face, the big head on the side here, saying most of the dialogue. Well, that's it. That's a 15-minute rough. I don't like how he's standing on the panel border like that, so we're going to move him around a little bit. I think we have a good starting plan for our page 6. And not only that, the remaining pages is when she finally says, well, what happened to them eventually? And he says they're here, and then suddenly the gladiators start coming out of the walls pretty much. They're going to be mutants that come back out, and she has to run for her life. So I think I can handle that in 2 pages, or 4 pages if at the most, but 2 pages probably. So I'm shooting for 8 pages. It's probably going to be more like 10 or 12. I guess that's it for right now. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and I will have more content and comics later. That's what I'm all about, and I will see you next time.